Thank you for watching this Dear Systems tutorial. In this video, we'll take a look at managing customer credits. Customer credit is money that is owed to a customer, which can be created in 4 ways. This can be via credit notes that are issued directly as customer credit, prepayments or deposits, overpayments, and finally lay-bys and store credits from the Dear Point of Sale module. We'll be covering the point of sale process in another video. To begin using customer credits, you must first make sure that you have an account set up for customer credits in your chart of accounts. You can check this by going to Settings, Reference Books, and selecting Account Mapping. If you're using an accounting integration, you'll be able to create your customer credit account in your accounting application and then sync it over to Dear. Then you'll be able to select it in the account mapping options. If, however, you're using Dear Inventory as a standalone item, you'll be able to create a customer credit account by going to Settings, Reference Books, and selecting Chart of Accounts. Keep in mind that a customer credit account must be a current liability account that can receive payments. However, if you're not sure how to create a chart of account or which account you should be using, it's best to check with your accountant or bookkeeper first. Let's go through some different ways to add a customer credit. The first is through credit notes. To assign customer credit using a credit note, first go to Sales, View Your Sales, and select a sale invoice that you wish to raise the credit note for. Navigate to the Credit Note tab and complete your credit note as normal. Click Authorize, and if you're carrying out a physical credit of stock, you'll be prompted to authorize which products are going to be restocked. Going back to the Credit Note tab, and at the payment options at the bottom, you'll be able to offer a refund as well as adding a customer credit. Let's select Add Customer Credit, where you can enter an optional reference. Once created, when you raise your next invoice for the customer, you'll be able to use the customer credit as a payment. You can view the value of credits accumulated by a customer by going to the Sales module and selecting Customer Credits. This will show all the customers who have available credits. In the final column, there'll be a link to the sales document that created the credit. The second way of creating customer credits is by using the Receive Money feature. This is useful when a customer has made a payment or a deposit that doesn't relate to any particular sales invoice, but still must be accounted for. To do this, navigate to the Financials module and select Receive Money. Choose the bank account where you'll be receiving the payment and select the customer who is making the prepayment. Fill in any of the optional fields as required, and add a service item to represent the prepayment. You can add an item called deposit like we've done here. Enter a quantity and a price to represent the prepayment. Next, make sure to choose a tax rule and change the account to prepayments or customer credits. You can then complete the Receive Money transaction. The third way to add a customer credit is through a sales quote. Go to Sales and create a new sale. Fill in all the sales details as before and make sure Skip Quote is unselected. Complete your sales quote with the required items and then click Authorize. At the bottom of the page, you now have the option to add a customer credit. Choose the bank account that it will be received into, an optional reference, and of course the amount. Then select Create to complete the customer credit. Customer credits can be used every time you create a new sale for the customer. On the Invoice tab, once the invoice has been authorized, you'll be presented with a pop-up informing you that there is an existing customer credit you can apply. You also have the option of using a customer credit manually in the payment section. Here, you can select the customer credit you wish to use and select Add. And that concludes this video on customer credits.